Please welcome Bob Tornquist.
Hello, everyone. Whether you're joining us here in person or virtually from around the world, I would like to first extend a big welcome to you all. Today's breakout session is intended as a double click on the local selling keynote you heard from David Uffelman earlier today. In this session, we'll go deeper on the local selling proposition and share recent and coming soon product launches that we're very excited about. We also have a fireside chat planned for you with Amazon's Director of Local Selling. And just in case we haven't managed to answer your questions, we'll finish up with a Q&A. So don't forget to submit your questions via the Accelerate app. Without further delay, let's get started. As you heard earlier from David in the keynote, the vision behind local selling is that we are creating a virtuous cycle for you and your customers. As a seller, you get the benefit of traffic from Amazon's online store to drive your sales, which gives customers access to new selection, lower prices, and faster delivery. Where finally, you get to interact with customers directly through local delivery or buy online, pick up in store. Customers are telling us they want it fast and they want more flexibility in how they choose to receive their purchase, with 51% of online shoppers checking for product availability online at a nearby store. And 36% of online shoppers ordered from a web-only retailer for same-day delivery. Last year at Accelerate, we announced the launch of 2 new fulfillment options, local delivery and buy online, pick up in store, also known as BOPUS. With local delivery, you can list selection only available to customers within a delivery area you define, down to the zip code level. You can use your own truck or local specialty carrier to deliver all types and sizes of products to customers in the regions you define. And because it's local, you can now make 1 to 2 day delivery promises and delight customers with fast delivery and a great customer experience. Customers can now discover offers in their local area. They can buy from you with unscheduled or scheduled doorstep delivery and with speeds as fast as 1 to 2 days. Getting started is easy with 5 simple steps. Define your local area at the zip code level. Choose the products you want to sell in the local regions you've defined. Publish your regional shipping template, and you're off and selling. You can manage your orders in Seller Central as you normally do today, and use your own truck or local specialty carrier for unscheduled or scheduled doorstep delivery. Local delivery enables you to connect with local customers and offer the speed and convenience of 1 to 2 day delivery. Now let's dig into buy online, pick up in store, where you can reach new customers with the speed of same-day pickup, expand engagement with your local community, and drive increased in-store foot traffic to your stores. With Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, customers in your local area are presented with a tabbed experience on the Amazon detail page. 1 tab for the delivery featured offer, and another tab for the in-store pickup featured offer. Customers that toggle to the Store Pickup tab will see the same-day pickup promise and the store details for where they would pick up their order. Once the customer places the order, a notification is passed to your staff in the store, notifying them of the order. When the order is set aside for pickup, your staff sends a notification back through Amazon and lets the customer know that their order is ready for pickup. Customers can then make their way to your store and pick up their order. Now, getting started with Buy Online, Pick Up in Store takes a little more upfront work today, requiring either a direct API integration, or for those of you that don't have available engineering resources, you can work with a third-party integrator that supports Buy Online, Pick Up in Store. We are working with a number of third-party integrators like Seller Cloud, Channel Advisor, and eTail Solutions, and we will continue to add more of these providers to the program as we go. And of course, we are working to enable this capability in Seller Central in the future. So how do you get started with Buy Online, Pickup in Store? First, enable your shipping templates. This is as simple as ticking a checkbox for each of the shipping templates you choose to enable. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and create your stores, including things like operating hours and store addresses. From here, you associate the products you would like to make available for pickup in store for each of the stores you have created. Then you'll do the work to enable pickup orders to flow through to your stores so that your staff can process the orders and push a notification through Amazon to let the customer know their order is ready for pickup. When your customer picks up the order at the store, your staff simply marks the order as picked up, and the customer is on their way. And of course, customers can return or exchange items directly in your stores. With Buy Online, Pickup in Store, you can now combine the scale of Amazon with your unique in-store experience. Building on this momentum from last year, we've been hard at work to enable even more local fulfillment options for you. And I'd like to take a moment to share two in particular that we're very excited about. The international expansion of Buy Online, Pickup in Store to customers and sellers in the European Union, and a new product launch called Amazon Today. Let's first talk about the launch of Buy Online, Pickup in Store for the EU, or Click and Collect, as it's more commonly known there. As we were working to launch Buy Online, Pickup in Store for the US, we were also receiving strong signal from the EU, where customers expect the convenience of in-store pickup. With shoppers making an in-store pickup purchase on average 1.8 times a week, and being the second most popular fulfillment option after home delivery. With 93% of Buy Online, Pickup in Store users in the EU intending to continue use of this delivery method in the future, it was clear that we needed to get to work. And I'm happy to say that Buy Online, Pickup in Store is now enabled for sellers in the UK, Germany, France, Italy, and Spain. Thanks to Buy Online, Pickup in Store, just like in the US, EU customers now have the ability to access the complete selection of your local shops on Amazon and pick up their items directly in your store, same day. Now let's talk about Amazon Today. Amazon Today provides reliable same-day delivery at scale for our enterprise retail partners via the Amazon Flex delivery, while also offering in-store pickup. It's clear that customers are increasingly looking for fast, convenient fulfillment options. Amazon Today is a unique opportunity to market your in-store selection on Amazon and offer customers same-day delivery or in-store pickup, available in a few hours at your retail locations, with the potential to reach millions of Amazon customers the same day. Whether your customers choose same-day delivery or Buy Online, Pickup in Store, all orders come in your own brand packaging, amplifying your brand recognition and engagement. You'll leverage your current technology investments by integrating with Amazon inventory and capacity management capabilities, and this comes with Amazon-managed customer service. Customers shopping on Amazon's online store can click on Get It Today, where they can discover your in-store selection. With clear same-day messaging in cart and checkout, the delivery experience provides the time slot when your product will be delivered, and your store name and location gets highlighted as the delivery happens. And of course, you can still give your customers the choice to buy online and pick up in store. Now let's take a deeper look into your experience as a seller with Amazon Today. You decide which of your retail stores to onboard and what selection to list. Customers discover your local selection on Amazon Store either through search or by clicking on Get It Today. Your store receives the order and your staff picks and packs the order. Next, an Amazon Flex driver picks up the order and delivers it to the customer in your brand packaging. Or the customer arrives in your store to pick up the order. Now you can offer your customers reliable same-day fulfillment at scale via Amazon Flex or buy online, pickup in store. Thank you all for your time. Now please welcome Patrick to the stage. He's going to talk to you about some exciting new capabilities coming soon.
Thank you, Bob. It's amazing to look back and see all that we have achieved together so far in bringing your local businesses and products to customers. But moving forward, there's so much more that we can do together. Today, we are thrilled to share with you 2 new experiences we are building for sellers and customers alike. Launching soon are significant enhancements to our buy online, pickup in store offering, Curbside Pickup and Standalone Pickup. Let's chat about Curbside Pickup first. As Bob previously mentioned, pickup is a large and quickly growing retail experience. In fact, in 2021, pickup accounted for $80 billion in sales and is expected to grow 20% annually to reach $121 billion by 2023. And Curbside Pickup is a pickup experience that customers want. Proof in point, nearly half of customers who are offered the choice between curbside pickup, in-store pickup, or delivery choose curbside pickup as their preferred fulfillment option. So we are building a curbside experience that is seamless for both sellers and customers alike. Let's walk through that experience now. As a seller, you simply enable your store for curbside pickup. After a customer has purchased your product and your staff sets aside the order, the customer receives a notification that the order is ready for pickup. Then, when the customer arrives at your store, they have the option to choose between coming into the store or requesting curbside. If the customer selects curbside, they share their parking spot number and car description. This is a check-in event by the customer, which triggers a notification to your store that the customer has arrived, in addition to their information, like the customer's parking spot and order number. Your associate then brings the order out to the customer's car, verifies the order number, and loads the order in the car. Curbside pickup is as simple as that, and we are excited to bring this curbside experience to customers with you. In addition to curbside pickup, we're excited to share the forthcoming launch of Standalone Pickup. We have heard from both sellers and customers that we can add even more product selection and convenience to the Amazon store by offering a standalone pickup option. We know that you have diverse businesses. You may not be able to list certain products because they're too heavy, expensive, fragile, maybe even hazardous. Now, with Standalone Pickup, you can make all of your products available on the Amazon store to customers near you. And Standalone Pickup enables sellers to list any product as pickup only, without the need for offering delivery as an option as well. We believe Standalone Pickup is a game-changing improvement for customers and sellers alike. For customers, it increases selection by offering millions of additional local products ready for pickup at your store in 90 minutes or less. And for sellers, Standalone Pickup empowers you to drive awareness of the products that have historically been too difficult or too expensive to ship. And Standalone Pickup will drive increased foot traffic to your store, creating opportunities for sellers and your staff to delight your customers with face-to-face, high-quality interactions and build a relationship. Additionally, we will make it easy for sellers to implement Standalone Pickup by providing sellers with the choice of onboarding either through a direct API integration or through your preferred third-party integrator. We are thrilled to bring both Curbside and Standalone Pickup to sellers and customers soon. In addition to these new offerings, we are also investing in building a seamless and simple seller experience. We have staff teams dedicated to support sellers at every stage of the seller journey, This includes sales, business development, solutions architects, and a dedicated seller success team. We are here to assist you at every step of the seller journey, from early business consideration, technical integration, all the way to the launch of your product, or after the launch to the scale up of your business in helping you achieve your goals. We'll find the right experts at the right time to support your implementation, create both a great seller and customer experience, and help us achieve our goals. Simply said, we're investing in your success, and we want to work closely with you to enable that. So, what are the key takeaways that we'd like to leave you with? First, we've expanded internationally with in-store pickup, which is now available for sellers in the UK, France, Italy, Spain, and Germany. We've launched Amazon Today, which allows you to offer same-day delivery through Amazon Flex partner drivers or in-store pickup on orders in your brand packaging. And coming soon are Curbside Pickup and Standalone Pickup. With Curbside, you will be able to offer the convenience of the curbside delivery experience. And with Standalone, you will be able to offer products on the Amazon store and designate them as pickup only. This is particularly powerful for selection, which has otherwise been too expensive or too difficult to ship. Now, in case you missed it in the keynote, let's take a moment to hear from a few sellers that are using these capabilities to grow their business.
While they come to our stores, they might find some other product that they can pick up and go as well.
I'm pretty sure that this will convince even more customers to order online.
The BOPS, what we have done with Amazon, it has grown from the last year to this year. Every month it has grown, and I think it helps us in the long term to even gain more customers and realize who we are in our marketplace.
You know, having the ability for these customers to purchase online and then come into one of our stores and have that really rich experience is something we're very excited about.
I think it will accelerate and put us really a differentiation between us and other national brands.
I love hearing stories like this from our sellers. Similarly, we are looking forward to working with you to build more success stories by bringing your business to local customers near you. This concludes my time. Thank you for joining us. It's been our pleasure to share our recent and our upcoming feature launches for local sellers. Next, let's zoom out. Let's look at the big picture for local selling and why we are making these investments. Please join me in welcoming Sherry Leone, Head of Sales for Local Selling, and Amit Chaudhary, the Head of Local Selling, for a fireside chat.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited to be here with all of you. We've been waiting for this day. And before we get started, we just wanted to, again, reiterate how thankful we are for you to join us, for those of you here in the room, and for those of you joining us via the virtual live stream. We know you have a lot of amazing choices on the attendee breakout sessions that you choose to spend your time in, and we just really appreciate all of you joining us here today.
Absolutely.
Yep. So with that, you know, at Amazon, we talk a lot about customer obsession. And I want to take a moment to talk about the obsession we have over our sellers. Everyone here in this room, everyone joining us on the live stream, and for everyone else who's not at the conference at all. But, you know, we spend countless hours, you know, brainstorming, discussing, debating, meeting. Amit can attest to this because we fill his calendar, to figure out the best ways to innovate on your behalf. You saw some of those new innovations today with a presentation from Patrick and Bob. But let's take a few steps back and listen to why. Why are we doing this? Why is this important for you? You know, our ultimate goal is for you all to be successful and for you all to have easier lives than what you have today. So everything we do is for the benefit of you. And let's kind of rewind a little bit and learn a little bit more about why we're doing this and why it should matter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you, Cheryl, for the introduction. Excited to be here. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope you had an insightful presentation before this, and hopefully this discussion that we have planned today will also spark some interesting questions that we can take as a group later today. We're here to, the idea of this session is to share a little bit more about our thinking behind local selling, share with you a little bit what goes on behind the scenes so much, and hopefully give you insights into how we are thinking about it.
So with that, let's just get started.
Sure.
So Amit, what is the big picture from your perspective?
Well, Joel, the big picture in my head is that customers are looking for ways to combine the benefits of shopping locally with the convenience of online buying. We believe this is a shift in consumer behavior and shift in how customers shop, and it's a growth opportunity for our selling partners. We are here to unlock it for them.
Lovely. Well, what do you think is actually driving this shift in behavior?
Well, there are multiple hypotheses as to what's driving the shift, what could be driving the shift. But if you think backwards from first principles, there are logical reasons why these make sense for a customer. You have shopping locally, which has inherent advantages. When customers are shopping locally, they expect to get access to the product faster because of the geographical proximity that it has to them. They also expect the product to be cheaper. In a sense, they understand that it doesn't have to be shipped long distances, and therefore it is likely to be cheaper. They also have the advantage of touch and feel. They feel like they're closer to the product, and also access to a lot more products than what they get online today. The other side of the equation is online buying, and there are conveniences that online buying has made standard for customers. I mean, who doesn't love sitting back on the couch and browsing through multiple products before you make up your mind, reading through all the reviews and seeing what other customers have to say? So for me, the bringing of these two together is logical and natural. And what we're seeing is that while the last 2 years did provide an impetus to this shift in customer behavior, we are seeing that the shift is persistent and it's acquiring momentum. Right?
Wonderful. So are there customers who are specifically looking to buy local?
Well, I think you heard, I'm going to probably get the name wrong, but you heard one of the leaders earlier talk today about how a certain cohort of customers are looking to buy local products. And I definitely think at least my personal guess is that as a share of population, that cohort is increasing. But customers broadly are still looking for the same things, basic things they've always looked for. They are looking to get products faster, cheaper, and they're looking to get it with the convenience that works or fits in best with their lifestyle. And I think shopping locally online just brings these together naturally. And therefore, I see the appeal of selling locally online to the widest possible set of customers and not limited to a cohort of customers.
Yeah, actually, my team talks to a lot of sellers. We've had an opportunity to speak to thousands over the last year and a half to 2 years about local selling. And what we hear time and time again is the importance of connecting locally to their own customers. So being able to put a face to the experience, being able to introduce customers to their locations, whether that be, a restaurant, a storefront, a customer-friendly warehouse that I can go get my items from time and time again. There's really this critical importance of the local aspect and creating those connections. So I think it all really does tie together nicely.
Absolutely, and like I said, there are first principle basics for why this works for customers. And of course, those basics translate to good business for our sellers as well.
Definitely. So are customers shopping for certain items locally, or what does the product mix look like?
Well, in our experience, at least, if you look at, and you would know this on local selling, we don't see any particular pattern in terms of what customers are not shopping for. In fact, if you look at it, customers are shopping for everything from a 55-inch TV to office stationery to jugs of water. If anything else, I think this is an opportunity for customers to discover selection that historically they have not found online. Think, the sofa set that a particular furniture manufacturer makes in your particular town, or if you think wet cell batteries that typically can't be shipped long distances,
Right.
but is now available through local selection.
Thinking about that sort of non-traditional product categories, some folks on my team recently signed up a local bakery for local selling. And who would have thought 5 years ago that you'd go to Amazon's online store, buy your local baked goods, have the opportunity to walk into that store, meet the staff, smell the bakery, experience, what you all work so hard to create for customers who do get to walk in and experience you, that they'd be able to do that, catch their eye on that chocolate muffin that they didn't buy when they were shopping on Amazon because it's easier not to do it. But then when you walk in, you realize you have to have it, buy that muffin and walk out a happy customer.
Absolutely.
So it's like times are changing, and the things that we're able to provide in terms of experiences for both our sellers and our customers, it's an exciting time. And I think it just goes to show, the product limitations really aren't there, and our teams can definitely work with each of you to figure out what makes sense.
Yeah, and I want to spend a minute here to say that we are at the starting point of this journey. I mean, we're inventing these conveniences, and the more conveniences we invent for customers, more and more of the selection should become available to customers to be,
Definitely.
shop online.
Definitely.
Just like your bakery, good example.
Yep. It's all happening. Okay, so what's the impact to sellers with this shift in behavior?
Well, if I think of myself as a seller and I recognize this shift in customer behavior, then I see an opportunity to acquire new customers, right? Mm-hmm. I also see an opportunity, something you spoke about, is building a deeper engagement with them, whether just by virtue of being in front of them more often than what I was in the past. We spoke about BOPIS, which offers a different dimension of that engagement, where the customer is actually in your physical location and interacting with you while you're there. So, and lastly, it offers, for me as a seller, an opportunity to get more out of my physical location that already exists.
Definitely. And who doesn't like a better ROI, right? Yes, no, we like it. We like ROI. Do more with the same. Don't pay more, do more, get more, pay the same.
Just on this piece, right? I think it's important to think of selling locally as additive to your existing business. It's not either or. And what we're experiencing is that when you start selling locally, the cohort of customers you're able to reach changes. You're able to acquire a new set of customers. You can open up new revenue streams in terms of now you're starting to sell products that you weren't able to sell earlier. Mm-hmm. And it also offers, BOP especially offers you an opportunity where customers are now walking into your store, and now there's an opportunity to upsell them. So to Shell's point, and you don't need a new physical location in order to switch on a local offering. And therefore, it's an opportunity to sweat your assets a little bit more, as I would put it, right?
Yep, definitely. So now that we've determined that everybody likes the better ROI, or at least most of the people in here do, how do sellers get more out of what they're already doing? And you touched on a little bit of that just now, but
yeah, I think if I again think from first principles in terms of what do I need to do as a seller to really maximize what I get out of this opportunity, three things come to my mind. I think the first thing is presence. And it will sound odd. to say this in this room. I'm sure here it sounds like the obvious thing to say, but you need to meet your customers where they already are. And therefore, recognizing where these customers are shopping is important. The second thing I would say is availability. It's no longer good enough to say or to inform a customer that you may have a product available at some point in time with you. It's important to let them know that you have the product available for them when they want to purchase, then and there, right? And the third piece that as a seller I think you need is new on-ground capabilities in order to meet the conveniences or meet the conveniences that customers expect through these experiences. And what I mean by that is if you're doing local delivery, do you have access to a local delivery network that can actually deliver with the speed that customers expect? If you're doing BOPIS, do you have a customer-friendly location where they can walk in to actually pick up the product? And do you have the right set of processes at the back end to see how you manage these orders along with your existing business?
Definitely. And I think a good thing for us to kind of just reiterate with everyone is, that notion of buy online, pick up in store. I know we use the word store, but we work with a lot of sellers who run very successful warehouses. They have the ability for customers to walk in. There's a safe area from, falling boxes and forklifts that customers can come easily pick up items. So we also help work with all of you to kind of think outside of the box and create a space like this if it doesn't already exist. So there's a lot of flexibility here.
Absolutely. At least in my head, when I say store or physical location, for me, it could be a customer-friendly warehouse. It could be a store in a high street. It could be a store in the mall. And that doesn't have to change. You just have to figure out how to make it work with the convenience you want to provide to the customer.
Absolutely. So Amit, what can sellers do to take advantage of this opportunity besides scan our QR code when it comes up on the screen, submit your information, and someone from our team will definitely get back to you very soon.
Thanks for the plug,
So aside
Cheryl.
from that, what else can they do?
Okay, thanks for the plug. But like I said, it's important to make sure that you meet your customers where they are. It's important to make sure you understand the conveniences that customers are looking for, and you have the right set of capabilities for them to take advantage of these conveniences. I think it's not rocket science. I'm sure this is a fairly logical conclusion to arrive at, but doing that analysis for your own selection, for your inventory, and figuring out how each of these conveniences should work for you is a good first step to start. And of course, scanning the QR code and contacting us.
Scan the QR code. We're excited to talk to all of you. We'll help you figure out everything. Okay, finally, we're down to the last question. I hope you're ready for it, Amit. As a seller, how can local selling help their business?
Okay. Well, my team's mission is to help our sellers unlock this new growth opportunity. We want to do that by helping you reach more local customers. We want to do that by giving you the tools to build deeper engagement with the customers. I want to do that in the least frictionless way possible. And you heard the team speak about the offerings, but I'll summarize them very quickly. We have two offerings today. We have local delivery and we have buy online, pick up in store. And both of these have their different flavors. What I mean by flavors is you could do local delivery with your own delivery network as self-delivery. You could partner or use a third-party carrier in order to offer local delivery to customers. Or you could use Amazon drivers to do this as part of Amazon Today. And the way both local delivery and BOPIS is set up is a menu of choices that you can pick and choose and figure out what works best for you. We can work, you can get onboarded from Seller Central, you can do direct API integrations, or you can use third-party integrators to get started. So essentially, these are set up as choices that we can work with you to figure out a solution that works best for you. And my team is here and available in order to interact with you and figure out a solution that is suited to how you want to set up your business. We are here to unlock this for you, and not just for today, but for the future as well. So would love to collaborate not just on what's in offer today, but also on the innovations we are planning for the future.
Absolutely. I couldn't have wrapped it up better. So I just wanted to say thank you, Amit,